Hi you guys, welcome back. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy, and in this video, I'm going to tell you guys a couple of spooky things that happened while I was filming and editing Halloween Spooktacular videos for 2020. So stay tuned. These are not your average bloopers. These are spooktacular bloopers, because in this video, I'm going to share how while I was creating some of my Halloween Spooktacular videos this year, I actually ran into a couple of creepy incidents that I just wanted to tell you guys about because they are just a little bit spooky. The first spooktacular blooper that I want to tell you guys about today actually took place while I was filming my video titled, "Is the Watts House Haunted?" So while I was filming the content for that video, I was speaking about the different happenings going on at the Watts house when suddenly my camera actually flew off of the holder. Now, at that point, I had made nearly 200 videos, and that had never, ever happened before. It creeped me out just a little bit, just kind of, it scared me because it physically flew out of the holder and towards me. So anyway, I pick up the camera, put it back on the holder, and sure enough, it flew out of the holder once again. And when it happened that second time, I couldn't ignore it. That was definitely spooktacular. Was trying to enter the Watts home. So that to me was rather strange and unexplained. Then they also Now, as I was kind of doing some research for some of my spooktacular videos this year, I learned quite a bit about poltergeist phenomenon. And what I learned is that a lot of times with the poltergeist, it is not necessarily anything like a regular haunting. And it's not necessarily like a demonic possession either. A poltergeist is when you hear things like tapping or scratching with no apparent excuse for the noise. A poltergeist can also be when objects or furniture begins to move and take on a life of its own. After doing quite a bit of research and reading about different experiences as well as different people's opinions about the experiences, I am kind of hinging on the belief that a poltergeist is actually more like some other type of mind experience altogether. So if you go watch my video on table turning, you'll see that those tables do take on a life of their own. But it is after the humans in the session are actually giving the life force to that table. And if you revert back to my video on the Philip experiment, we learned there that hauntings, tappings, and table turning can all take place based on a group's own imagined thought. So if you haven't checked out those videos, I suggest that you go check those out as well and just kind of start to, I guess, form theories about what you believe is a poltergeist experience. In my second spooktacular blooper, it was after I had just filmed the Battersea Mystery House and I was beginning to film Philip, the Philip experiment. That during the filming of the Philip experiment is when I actually began to hear a tapping sound. And it wasn't very loud, but it wasn't totally quiet. So I wasn't mistaken that it was definitely a tapping. I'll tap on the table. It was like this. I don't know if you can hear that. It was a light tapping sound, and it sounded as though it was coming from my back door. And so, of course, I paused what I was doing and I went to kind of investigate the sound, because I was already starting to kind of think to myself, wow, this is just so cool how, this stuff happens when you put enough focused attention on that type of experience happening. And so I went over and investigated, and I tried kind of moving the blind that's on our door to see if it was maybe causing the tapping sound. It wasn't. And I couldn't find any source of this tapping sound. So I went back to what I was doing. And when I heard the gentle tap once again, this time I told myself, this is like the Philip experiment, you guys. So I told myself, no, not today. This is not happening, because another thing I learned about poltergeist experiences is that they usually start with just a light tapping or scratching. And then if you actually give attention to that experience of the tapping or scratching, that is when it grows and grows into a larger and larger poltergeist experience. And so rather than give it any more of my attention, I just said, not today. And sure enough, strangely enough, I never heard that tapping again. Thank goodness. And now in this next spooktacular blooper that I want to tell you guys about, I do have on video what kind of was taking place here. Okay, so this one actually happened while I was editing my video titled The Devil's Tree. And so I was simply creating my storyboard as I was putting that video together. And as soon as I placed the picture of Baphomet into the storyboard, the entire computer froze, literally froze. And then when it unfroze, I clicked play on my video that I was creating. And the video started over from the very beginning. And not only that, it stopped talking in my intro right before I was about to say the Devil's Tree. And so I would try to click out of that and go forward, or, fast forward the video past that point. And no matter where I placed the cursor on my storyboard, no matter what, once I hit play, it would start at the very beginning again, and then it would stop altogether right before I could say the Devil's Tree. Welcome. My name is Tracy, and in this video, I'm going to tell you guys the creepy story. It won't say the Devil's Tree. I was going to say the creepy story of the Devil's Tree. And that's the picture that I just put in there. I'll try playing it one more time to see if it works. Hi, you guys. Welcome back. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy, and in this video, I'm going to tell you guys the creepy story. It just won't let it be said. And then when I hit play again, hi you guys, it starts over. Welcome back. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy, and in this video, I'm going to tell you guys the creepy story. Weird. Hi, you guys. Well, anyway, we get the point. I'm gonna close. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. So if you like this video, be sure to click that like button. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, go ahead and click subscribe today right under this video. And once you've subscribed, you can then click the bell to be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.